Sugar Plum mock cable crochet stocking. We're not actually doing any cables here, but the stitches that we're doing will create a mock cable look. We will start by doing our setup round 1, then we will work rounds 2, 3, and 4, and then I will come back and work round 1 again as a repeat after round 4. This is an 8-stitch repeat and a 4 round repeat. So to get started with our round 1, we will start by single crocheting into the back loop only, and we're going to mark that very first stitch. Then we will chain 2 and split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Then we are going to skip our next stitch and split single crochet into each of the next 3. And that is our repeat around for the round 1 setup. So let's do that one more time. Single crochet into the back loop only, chain 2, split single crochet into the next 3 stitches, skip the next stitch and split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And then just do that 8-stitch repeat for the remaining stitches in the round. Now for round 2, we'll move our stitch marker and single crochet in the back loop only for the very first stitch, and then place your stitch marker for the first stitch in this round. Next, we will do a single crochet stitch into that chain 2 space from the round below. Then we are going to chain 2, split single crochet into the next 3 stitches, skip the next stitch and split single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. And that's our 8-stitch repeat for round 2. Let's do that one more time. We will start by doing a single crochet into the back loop only, single crocheting into that chain 2 space from the round below, chain 2, split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, skip the next stitch and split single crochet 2. That is our repeat for round 2, so we'll finish that all the way around. Now for round 3, let's move our stitch marker. We will start once again with a single crochet into the back loop only, and then we are going to place that stitch marker for the first stitch of our round. Then we will split single crochet into the very next stitch, and then single crochet into that chain 2 space from the round below. Then we will chain 2, split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, skip the next stitch and split single crochet into the next. And that is our 8-stitch repeat for round 3. So let's do that one more time. We will single crochet into the back loop only, split single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, skip the next stitch and split single crochet into the next. And that is the repeat for round 3. Now for round 4. Moving our stitch marker, we will start by placing a single crochet into the back loop only for that first stitch, and then placing our stitch marker into the first stitch of the round. Now we will split single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Then single crochet into that chain 2 space, chain 2, and then single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, split single crochet. And then we're going to skip that last stitch and go right back into that 8-stitch repeat. So we will single crochet into the back loop only, split single crochet the next 2 stitches, single crochet in the chain 2 space, and then chain 2, split single crochet 3. That is the repeat for round 4. So complete round 4 and then come on back and I'm going to show you how to do round 1 after doing round 4. Now when working round 1 for the repeats after round 4, don't forget to skip that last stitch of round 4 and work into the first stitch of the round by placing a single crochet into the back loop only and then marking it. Then we will chain 2 and split single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Then we are going to skip the chain spaces and split single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And that's the repeat for round 1 after doing round 4. Let me show you that one more time. So single crochet into the back loop only, chain 2, split single crochet into the next 3 stitches, skip the chain spaces and split single crochet 3. So our stitch count does not change for every single round. Our stitch count remains the same. It's just the way that we're increasing and decreasing that gets us a really cool effect with these stitches. Now for the Sugar Plum mock cable crochet stocking, I have done our established pattern repeat for a total of 20 rounds in this foot section. So at this point, we are going to make some space for the heel that we will come back and work later. Some people call it a forethought heel, some people call it an afterthought heel, but we're going to just make some space and then we'll continue to work the leg of our stocking, the cuff, and then come back to do the heel. So to start this next round, which will be round 21, and you can always adjust this for more or less rounds if you want it to be longer or shorter in this area of the stocking. But we are going to start by chaining 24 and skipping 24 stitches. Now I have gone ahead and marked my very first chain as the first stitch in this round. I want to make sure I'm not twisting anything here. And then I'm going to skip the 24 stitches and work right into this next stitch after skipping 24. So we're actually skipping about half of the stitches in the round. And you'll see that now we have this chain space and all these skipped stitches. And so for the rest of the stitches in this round, after chaining 24, skipping 24, I'm going to start by working the round 1 from our established pattern. So I've started with working a back loop only in the first stitch of a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2 and then split single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Skip the next chain spaces and split single crochet 3, and I'll repeat that to the end of the round, and then we'll work these chain stitches on the next round when I come on back. So I'm going to complete the round 1 established stitch pattern until I get to my stitch marker again. So now that I've finished the round 1 after the So now that I've finished round 21 of the stocking, we've created this space. And for round 22, we are simply going to single crochet into each of these chain stitches. So we're going to single crochet into the first 24 stitches of this round and go ahead and mark that first stitch, because that way we know where to end this round. And so we're going to just simply single crochet into every chain stitch until we get to the other side here. Now after single crocheting across those 24 chain stitches, we're going to go right into working the rest of this round as round 2 of our established stitch repeat. So the rest of this round will work out to simply be doing the round 2 of that established stitch repeat. So we'll finish this out working the round 2, and then we'll come back for round 23 where we will start working in pattern across all these chain stitches. Now for round 23, we will be starting this in our stitch pattern from round 3, but where we are working into just single crochet stitches, it'll look a little bit different. So we'll start by doing a single crochet into the back loop only and then marking that stitch. And now we are going to split single crochet into the next stitch and split single crochet and then chain 2 in the next. And then we will split single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And then we are going to skip the next stitch and split single crochet the next. And then we'll do that 3 times, which will work us all the way across these heel stitches. So once again, when you're working across these heel stitches, you will start with a single crochet into the back loop only, split single crochet into the next stitch, split single crochet into the next stitch and chain 2, then split single crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then skip one and split single crochet. And now you're ready to work across the remaining stitches of the round, which should look very familiar because these are worked into the previous round 2. So we'll just keep to working round 3 in that established stitch pattern for the rest of this round. So now after the round 23, for round 24, it's simply repeating round 4 from our established stitch round repeat. And then after that, we're just going to keep repeating rounds 1 through 4, and that will create the leg of our stocking. And then we'll come back and do the cuff. So we're just continuing to work rounds 1 through 4 to create the leg. So for rounds 25 through 52, we're just continuing to do that 4-round repeat to create the leg of the stocking. So at this point, once you have done the leg of the stocking, which if you want to add or decrease the amount of rounds you're doing, you can feel free to do so. But when you're happy with the height of this section, now it's time to go ahead and do the cuff up top.